guys, today we're going to talk about how native-like can you possibly get fMRI evidence for processing accent. Introduction. So first we're going to define the word as accent. Accent is a way in which specific language is pronounced, which allows to identify the region and social status of the speaker. Native-like accent is acquired automatically. Adopting a native-like accent is not always possible. However, there's certain criteria that makes it possible. Critical period, frequency of second language used, amount of exposure, gender, formal training, motivation, amount of native language used. However, in this particular study, we are looking at French learners and Spanish native speakers. The motivation of the article is that so far experiment has only done on patients, therefore the best way to perceive accent is to compare healthy individuals with second language learners. This could show more light upon the what brain regions responsible for processing accents. Hypothesis. The subtle difference in pronunciation and phonics, which is phonologically and semantically similar words across language, at the level of intonation, prosody, and articulation placements, will shed light on how we perceive accents. Methods. The participant at 12 Spanish native speakers learned French cognates by means of an audio-visual method. They practiced native-like pronunciation for 4 weeks. The stimuli used was a list of 35 Spanish-French cognates. 20 distorted images were used as a control condition, and they went through a lexical training program, which is a self-training program to learn 35 cognates in their native-like French pronunciation. And they were told to try their best to pronounce the words as similarly or native-like as they possibly can. After the consolidation, which is a self-training program, an event-related fMRI was used to test on Spanish and French oral patronyming task. The overt patronyming task is to look at a colorful image of objects and name the object and pronounce it as native as they can, and to say ditto, which is a control condition, in response to see the distorted picture. The word ditto is a two words in French, Spanish, and English. These tasks were performed in both French and Spanish. The behavioral results with cognate learning. Response time and accuracy between first language and second language did not differ. However, jury of native French speakers, which are the waiters, stated that the participant's accent is perceived as foreign. Participants are not aware of the heavy accents, and they have a hard time to tease apart the accent because of the motivation, awareness, and critical period they have gone through. Neuroimaging results. According to the blood oxygen level dependency response, there's a contrast between second language cognates and ditto. There's a significant activation in the following areas: left middle occipital gyrus, left lingual gyrus, left inferior frontal gyrus, left and right middle occipital gyri, right periapical gyrus, right cerebellum tonsil. And they reported to sustain the cognate processing, motor control, attention processing, word comprehension for second language learners. The picture on the right shows where the activation happens in the brain. As for the contrast between second language and native language, there is a single significant activation in the left insula, which is shown on the picture on the right. So the role of insula in accent processing. It's detecting salient events, especially in second language accent patterns, requires attention, working memory, motor planning for second language word production. The significant activation of the insula is related to the adjustment of vocal tract, which will optimize the second language accent. In the context of persistent foreign accent, activation of insula is related to higher order processing, for example, the ability to recognize. Significant activation of insula is related to self-consciousness, support awareness and regulation of accent characteristics when producing second language cognates. In conclusion, accent processing required a number of high-order and highly accent-specific processing features ranging from self-awareness, monitoring, vocal tract control, subvocal rehearsal of phonemic sequence, which are all possible because of insula and its connection with premotor and motor cortex. So the conclusion and implication of the study is, practice makes perfect is wrong. It is the right way of practice that makes perfect. So practice at right time is very important. So the take-home message is, insula is the key component of accent processing. Thank you for listening to our presentation. Have a nice summer break.